Hello, I'm Todd Clemens, Okeechobee Livestock Market, and here's your weekly market report. I keep hearing on the news about China and what we're doing with China, what are we going to do with China, how China and Russia is going to maybe get together about the Ukraine deal. And none of that's very good for us. It's big countries with a lot of resources, and we sure need to beef up our military and get strong and present ourselves as being strong, and I just don't feel like we're at that point. But I hear reports about China owning land in the United States. Not only just land, but I'm talking about agriculture, food producing land owned by the Chinese. And I know good and well it's happening, and you know it is too, and I just really have a problem with that. To me, that's kind of like national security. That's our food supply. And we're letting imperialist China come in and take over, buy our food acres. It's not conducive for a very good plan there. So we are very non-dependent on other countries for our food supply. For the most part, we can grow enough food to feed ourselves and a lot of the world. But if we keep going at the rate we're going with development, land being sold off for all kinds of things other than growing crops and cattle, then that may change down the road somewhere. I sure hope it doesn't. As far as the market goes, the cattle market is really roaring and going strong, barring any kind of black swan, World War III, any major catastrophic events, which we know can happen at any time. And we hope things stay level, because this market is really coming our way. It's time for the ranchers to make their share and to make a little bit of money on these cattle. Box beef prices for this time of year is as high as they have ever been. Packers are in the black. That means they are still making a profit. Retail prices are extremely high, and I believe the consumers have gotten used to the level of the prices, and they're going to continue to buy this good U.S. born, raised, harvested meat, even though they can't tell the difference between that born, raised, and harvested U.S. meat and product of the USA, which could come from who knows where. That's another thing we need to work on. But the meat is selling, people are buying, and I can't tell where there's recession, because everywhere I go there's people out and about and shopping and doing things and going everywhere. So the economy seems to me here that it's in pretty good shape. Cattle prices are going higher, like I said. It's just a short supply. Cattle inventory is the lowest it's been since in the 1960s, and there's just not that much product out there. Packers are really in need to supply their needs and make more money, and they're buying it at a higher level. It is trickling down to the livestock market. We'll see several calves here this week. I know in one case, Robbie Norville sold some steer calves that weighed a little over 500 pounds. Every one of them were over $1,000, and that's just the beginning of it. The way I could see these 5-weight calves getting on up to the 250 mark before it's over with. We're seeing 600-pound calves, front end number ones, bringing $1.90, and they're inching on up there to $2. So everything's strong. It's a little bit scary, but we've been saying, and all the indications, the fundamentals are pointing to higher cattle prices due to shortage. The rain, the snow they're getting out west is going to really, really help us a lot, because that's in the corn belt, a lot of it. There'll be a lot of acres planted in corn, and corn now is down just a little over $6. We could see corn down into the $5 range before it's over with. So there's going to be a good planting of corn. There's good moisture. There's going to be moisture on grazing summer grass patches, and these the stockers that are buying these calves to put out on grass and put a couple 100 pounds on them before they send them into the feedlot, they're going to be needing these cattle, and they're already starting to buy them. It's just our runs are slowing down, and we had a little over 900 Monday and just a little over 700 Tuesday, which is getting kind of low, getting kind of short, but that's the way it is this time of year. I know pastures are dry. We hadn't had any rain, and people are selling cattle maybe because they've just run out of grass or for other reasons, but if they're out there, they're bringing them in. These slaughter cows and bulls are just extremely high, and there's no sign that they're going to weaken anywhere in the near future either. Rumar, I saw Rumar sell a load of cows here Tuesday, I think it was, but man, they were they were dry cows. They were big, fat, open, dry cows weighing around 1,200 pounds, and every one of them brought over $1 to $1.04, I think. That was good, and so these prices are extremely high. They look like now there's even a chance that they could get higher. So it's a good market report. It's a good time for sellers to sell, and people are happy when they're picking up their checks. We did have some high prices this week. On the calf side, Marciano Sanchez, good friend of ours, hardly a day misses that he's not here on a sale day. Marciano brought a little old steer calf in here that weighed 195. That calf brought $2.70 a pound, and he was bought by Foy Reynolds. On the cow side, Bobby Lyons, 4L Land and Cattle, had a big old cow that weighed 1,280 pounds, and she brought $1.14. She was bought by Brown Packing. If you like these market reports and you want to keep getting them, and you like the information, or you have any ideas about what we need to be talking about or what we don't need to be talking about, let us know. Give us a thumbs up. Thank you for your business. See you next week.